And they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Hooker now on first down. He's got it to Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert what will be a 3rd and 4. You talk about this Washington defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ready, break.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, this defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Gibbs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Gibbs again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
23 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Ross. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hooker now off play action. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up, trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing. Hooker. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. It's Williams on the catch. So he's stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
Hooker wants to change the look.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Man open left side, it's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Lions 14, Commanders 3. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 2nd down, it's Ross, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Kavanaugh. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On the return, Carter. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hooker now on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st down throw here. It's Hooker.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Lions 21. Commanders 3. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Well, this is caught by Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go street. 60 back 6.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. And a Washington 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And some room to work.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
22-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Lions' 2-yard line.
And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Hooker to the air yet again.
His throw incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Hooker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Up the middle they go. Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Kavanaugh.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Hooker.
Escaping the pressure right.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Commanders 6. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 1 brings up
On 3rd down, Kavanaugh.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Hooker's throw is on target to Duvernay. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Jameson Williams from 10 yards out. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Commanders 6. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Hooker now off play action. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they've
able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Kavanaugh. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Kavanaugh. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Willie Gay. 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Kavanaugh. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only